Welcome, y'all, to the Sterling Hines podcast show. This is yours truly, your boy Sterling. So this is a short topic for you guys, man. And I need to ask a question. And I need to say things. I'm not going to be before you guys long. And let me just say this. I feel like us men, and it's more desirable in men. Women too, but I see it more in men than anything, right? We have our own selfish desires, man. And so let's use this as an example, right? Let me make sure I'm talking clearly. So I'm gonna use this as an example. Sometimes we see an ex, right, that we miss. We miss it so much, right? And what we intend to do is try to go back and rekindle things. And once we try to cross the line and go back to rekindle things, just from looking at a picture or a video that you see her in, we don't know what type of state she might be around and she might be in. So we try to go for it, and the guy stop you and go, no, leave her alone. She's happy. And sometimes that could be a real big pill to swallow because we like, well, what you mean you don't think I can make her happy? Maybe not right now. Maybe not ever. You might not ever be the one to make her happy. Because your love is not meant for her. Y'all time has passed. You know what I mean? She's meant for somebody else. This is why God tell you, like, hey, leave her alone. She happy. Or you don't know, maybe you're not in a position to add to her happiness right now. That might be the case. You got some things to work on. You gotta search for yourself and find what it is you need to do to become that person, make her happy. Or it might not be meant to be. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just a big pill to swallow, man, and we had to listen to that. Sometimes it's a gut punch, like you catch one and it hurts. Sometimes I know it hurts, but we gotta listen. We can be very selfish with our own desire. And the same as you go for that and you guys get to talking again, and somehow she hates you because you put even more of a strain on y'all situationship that you had before because you wanted to be selfish, have your cake and ice cream eating too. And it ain't really about cheating. It could be about a plethora of things. You're not right for her right now. You're not in the position to make her happy. So you deflect more than adding to her. You know what I mean? It's an unfortunate situation, but sometimes God will let us know whether it's meant to be or not, man. We just don't want to listen, man. We just know this is what I want. This is what I want to do with my life. I want her and I want to be with her, but you're not ready. We don't listen. We're selfish. We want what we want because our heart desired it. I hate to say it, but sometimes heart is not always right. Because our heart yearns for that person we eat and breathe her attention. That's because that's what our heart craves. Yeah. Our heart craves that attention from her because that's what we used to. That's what we feel like we need. I know the feeling all too well. But I also know the feeling of me being selfish and wanting who I want and needing who I feel like I need. And in the past, I've been selfish with that. Like, I want nobody else but her. And well, God will turn around and tell you, well, she's not yours to have because she's mine. And I decide to, and where her heart will go from this point on. You can't battle with God. So it's like, okay, you got to swallow that. You got to eat that. Sometimes love could be such a fragile thing because it's just, it's such a lovable thing. It's something you can't drop because once you drop something, it's kind of hard to put it back together. You know, and once you break it, it's hard. Yeah. So sometimes you have to make way of things. You gotta listen. You gotta understand what you need to do to make yourself better, to be able to be a much different person, to understand what God is saying to you, man. You gotta be open. Your heart has to be open. So if your heart is not open, or your mind is, more so your heart, you wouldn't understand what God means. And sometimes you gotta talk with your heart, because God will make things a little bit clearer to us. You might ask, Christian, why? Well, why are you telling me to leave her alone? That's not your wife. You was preparing her to be a wife, not yours. Well, I don't have a wife of my own. You did what I asked you to. I got you coming, but you're not gonna be able to receive it until you paying enough attention. You got to be able to understand that blessing in disguise. Man, it hurts. It does. It hurts because it's almost like you have to walk away from something that you don't want to. I know how I feel for the heart to cry. I know how I feel for the heart to kind of be sad. And, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like being at an airport, right? And you get ready to leave somebody forever. And you're walking away, and that person is looking at you as you walk. Y'all looking at each other as you walk away, knowing this is the last time y'all gonna see each other. But you have to let go. And you gotta turn and move forward. And they have to turn and they move in their direction, which is forward for them, but backwards for you. Let me repeat that. That's, you move in two different directions. Both of you guys move forward, but it will be backwards for them and forward for you, or even vice versa. Yeah. Ooh, that's some feelings. That's definitely some feelings. And there's some feelings that we're scared to face. But it's life. So that's been my time tonight, man. Welcome to Sterling Hines podcast show. The Heart Show. The perspective of Sterling Hines. And I got a couple projects coming up soon, but oh yeah, Friday, the Heart album drops, the singles are, that I have out is doing well. So I got Good Morning Precious, the Heart intro. What else I have out? I got The Reason, I got Maybe, and I got one. I think I got one more that's out. So that's 4 floating around already. But the full project will be out this Friday. So make sure y'all check it out. It's going to be on all platforms, man. This has been my time tonight. Peace.